Hey everyone, this is Unplays Variety doing a throwback video, and this is before the FIFA 21 series with 7 Game and Vlog starts tomorrow, and this is Batman Arkham Knight, a video where it's 5 things it did right, 5 things it did wrong. And number 1 it did right was the story. I mean, it had a new villain. Technically it wasn't, but it added more depth to the character and built him up. I mean, it's always been a fan favourite character. Like, plenty of fans will be happy to see that it's been used on a video game, which they love. And I just think it gives depth to the character. He was a brilliant actor, Jason Todd, so I don't think people would be complaining about that too much. Another thing it did right was gadgets. Pretty balanced for this game. But one thing glad is there was no maps like this where there were, what do you call it, the Batmobile. More Batmobile in Predator maps would have just been ridiculous. Moments like this, interactive areas were always fun to use, and yeah, that's the second thing it did right. Third thing it did right was character design. Even the overall design of the medics he did right, but it's just, obviously everything's hard for character design for a game. I've seen plenty of other YouTubers say that Poison Ivy's outfit was meh, but it's like the same as people have said when describing it before, and I'll say the exact same. You're not going to get Poison Ivy in a very good outfit for a Batman game. Like, come on. Character development, sorry, is a hard thing that is a lot of a long hard process, and it was done right. Some characters, maybe like Cobblepot, meh, and other characters were done wrong, but Red Hood was just Arkham Knight was just a brilliant character, done perfect. Who else? Fourth thing it did right, and I have to say this, was the ability for you to actually have a bit more of an interactive Batmobile, and that was fun. They see me, and last but not least, which it did right, Predator maps. They brought in some of the best locations from the Batman games, and did this, which was fun. I like, if only the Arkham Knight's mask was still there. When you walked up to where his mask was revealed up there, you'd have like a. Let me quickly show you what location I mean. So when you got up to here, his mask would still be here, and when you played as Red Hood on this map, you could see like a little flashback. Another thing is that I would say that I'd love to have seen, and is probably interactive areas and Predator maps for different characters, but that can be hard to do in Batman. It's not really about developing the story, seeing as it was the last one. What else? 5 things the Batman game did wrong. Now I have to say there's too much Batmobile. Too much Batmobile was definitely a big one. The amount of Batmobile in this game, man, was just ridiculous beyond belief. In the side missions done wrong. DLC they did right, but the Ra's al Ghul DLC mission did brilliant. The Killer Croc one they did wrong. They should have done it so you let Killer Croc go at the end. Quite a lot of people have said that as well. I'm probably not saying no different to other top YouTubers that are saying stuff about like that. And third thing it did wrong, I would probably have to say the Two-Face missions. They should have done it so each one had like a different ending, because after each time you went to a bank, you knew that the ending was going to be the same, and it was just pretty meh. But after the 4th time of attempting to rob a bank, you'd think you'd know, like, oh, this is how the ending's going to plan out. He always does this, and that's how it's became personally for me when doing the Two-Face missions. That's why they're probably one of my least favourite missions. The idea of being in a locked in area but then having to fight them was great. And the idea of the countdown was brilliant. It was just, each mission should have been different or had that different Sonic. Let's get him in here and get a little triple one, shall we? What else was done wrong? Can't think of two more things really. Said too much Batman build, which was probably the most thing to be criticising of. And even then, they've put a car in here for the last game. They're going to make you use it. We'll be right back. This is a tough one, really. Car maps could have probably had a bit more development into them. I didn't really like the car maps, didn't really do the car maps much. Probably never ever touched the car maps. Unless it was for a challenge, and... yeah, car maps done wrong. Probably the car DLC was probably the only really thing I could say I hated about the game. And... yeah, even the Batman old maps were done in the goofy, cartoony fashion. Like the Batman 1989, I know that's what it was about back then, but still that type of fashion was just weird they used to style the maps. Let's knock out these last 6 hostiles to end off the video. And the game overall as a whole, brilliant game. Would I rate it better than Asylum or City? City probably the best one. Arkham Origins second best. Asylum then third best, but that is just IMO. I'm not ranking the Telltale games in this because they were sort of their own really thing. I'd probably say City first, then Origins, then Asylum. Like I played Asylum quite a lot at the start, just felt like it was a empty game, and City I'd be happy to do a walkthrough of. I would be happy to do a walkthrough of City, and we'll do one more. Let's do Harley Quinn stage fright, and while I'm doing this mission I will say that FIFA 21 series starting tomorrow. Every other day you will see a double upload, which will be one episode of FIFA and one episode of any other game. And COD is definitely going to happen. COD is definitely going to be a fun one to stream. Not stream, record.
Man, this gun is sweet. They get the cash for this gear.
It's definitely going to be one to use. And the extra skins for the characters done very good. Like, this is just, you can imagine how she looks in the comics. Oh no, I forgot I'm doing Harley Quinn and she has a loud takedown. Prepare for me to walk in crouch position for the next 10 minutes.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Because I do that a lot when playing as Harley Quinn on the Batman games. And it will probably trigger most of the people that watch this.
What happened to the wall?
Oh no. What I know as well, she doesn't have the armor that Batman does, so I've got to be careful when I try to take people down.
Deploying charge.
But yeah, defense of this game, overall, brilliant game. Second best on my list, personally.
Very nice, sweetheart.
Oh, you can't run from me. Ah!
Does she have anything that she can throw? She has a Jack in the Box.
I've got your back.
Oh, I forgot she can be seen like this. And boom. If I go quiet, sometimes I'm trying to think of how to move. So I don't really play Harley Quinn that much. It was probably one of the worst DLC characters ever for Batman. And yeah, that was 5 things it did right, 5 things it did wrong. Hope you enjoy a FIFA series coming soon tomorrow, and enjoy the FIFA series every other day daily upload, and see you on the next one. Bye.